Channel 45, Ultimate Television Broadcasting. Join us on the pilot and crew on this special flight. Let's take you to places, people and events. Flight 45 on AKBC Channel 45, Ultimate Television. Flight 45 on AKBC Channel 45, Ultimate Television Broadcast.
Alright, it's flight AM45. Many thanks for staying with us on the program. We had some feature reports here and there for your viewing delight. Alright, let's get to meet our guests on board flight this morning, and they will be talking community service, what they've been doing. Let's just get to meet them and know more about their organization. Join me in meeting the president of Kindest Heart Sisters Incorporated, California, Dr. Tawan James. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Good morning, Sister Mercy. Thank you for having me on the program.
Okay, seated beside her is Mrs. E. Okay, Mrs. Enobo Inyam. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Thank you. And then we have Mrs. Sidorian Beki Hanum. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let me allow the president talk to us about Kindest Heart Sisters Incorporated, which is based in California. They've been doing quite a lot. We've had you on the news. I think some years, like last year, I remember vividly last year you were on the news. So tell us about the foundation.
Thank you, Sister Mercy. Yes, Kindest Heart Sisters Inc. Comprises a group of 11 women, all from Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom indigenes residing in California, United States of America. These are all delightful women, delectable women, professionals in their own various disciplines. So we came together and thought about what can we do to impact the community. We're not just so self-centered, talk about ourselves, do things for ourselves, but we wanted to branch out. I'm talking about social responsibility. So we came together, had one vision, one goal and objectives, and the objective actually is for us to provide support to the less privileged, children, widows, mostly widows, but women that are in need, and even families, vulnerable families. So we've been doing this back in the United States and also here in Nigeria, and precisely Akwa Ibom State is our focus, which is why we wanted women from Akwa Ibom, and we think about the girl child. So we impact the girl child too, and also the male, the boy child. But basically, that's what we do, empowerment in areas of giving assistance, financial assistance to women, traders. Then in area of healthcare, we also pay school fees, pay hospital bills, and also provide consumables to the hospitals, and then scholarship for children as well as school supplies, like we just completed this past week.
Okay. Let me hear from Mrs. Zinia and of course Mrs. Mbeki. What have you been doing in the past years?
Well, in the past years, I can remember 2016 or 2018, we were here, and we did touch a few lives in the homeless, at Anua.
Okay.
And then we also went to Ikoripene and visited them. We did like 50 bunk beds for them here at Anua, provided some food stuff, paid for school fees for 5 children there. We did the same thing at Ikoripene also. And we also touched about 10 widows, gave them some money, had lunch with them, and from there. Then in US, we've fed about 300 homeless over there. So we've done quite a lot over the years. So.
Okay. For you, Savannah?
We've been providing with the little resources that we have, we put together, this organization is not sponsored by any government or anybody. It's us putting our resources together and sending little supports to help these women, children, not just here, also in the United States. We've been doing that as well.
Okay. Now, how does it feel when you make such impacts? What's that feeling?
It's really, really fulfilling, seeing like when we went to those schools and giving those kids school supplies.
Okay.
They're really excited. Some of them do not have backpacks. They don't have writing materials, some of the students.
Okay.
And the excitement, the smiles on their faces, it's very, very delectable. It's really exciting. It's really good.
Okay. For you, Miss Young, how do you feel when when you reach out every now and then?
I feel fulfilled that I've been able to give back to the society one way or the other. And looking at their faces when they get anything, whatever we give to them, it gives me the joy that at least we are able to be there for them.
Okay. And for the president?
Of course, the word is fulfilling, a sense of giving back to community. We are all altruistic in nature. We give individually, which is why it was easy to connect all of us, because we thought if we give individually, you can only touch a few, but when we do put a collective effort together, then we can touch a lot. So from what we've been doing and seeing, we just don't give them school supplies only, we feed them. We provided some lunches for the students in all the 11 schools, and you can see the excitement. They were happy, dancing, jubilating. In fact, if you watch the video, you'll see us dancing with them. We engaged with them. We gave them hope, and we talked to them. We did not just give them full school supplies. We also gave them some pieces of advice, and we talked to them to emulate what we did. I told them, because among you all, somebody will be a leader, somebody will be a teacher, somebody will be a professor, engineer. Yes, that was government primary school. Yes, that's Miss Enobo.
We'll get back to talk about what you've been doing this year, but let's talk about funding. For you to be able to come out with projects like this, I believe it requires lots of funds. How do you source for the funds to do what you do?
So in the past, how we started, we'll put a levy ourselves, and then initially we started $600 every year. $600 every year. We'll put that together, and then we'll come in and do something. As the responsibility starts to increase, we now start increase to $1,000 per person. $1,000 per person. So that would be 11,000 from these 11 women, and then we pay our transport. Nobody sponsors us, but over time we've had a little assistance from people who know about the group, and maybe some who actually knew me personally, like friends, family, they will support. But in all that we are doing, our family members, besides the $1,000 that we put down, our family members, also our husbands, also support us with additional funds. So we've been doing that until last year. We decided that if we really want to impact beyond Nigeria, branch into some other places, because it's a call where there is humanity, we need to show compassion. So that's when we decided to actually launch and inaugurate the organization. That was May 14th last year, and we received a lot of support. In just that period of time, we got a lot of funding, and that has helped us to do what we've done here. We did a similar thing back in US and fed the homeless. So the homeless feeding every November, because that's Thanksgiving in America. So we go to the colony where we have many, even Nigerians, even the whites, the blacks, Caucasian, homeless. So we feed them, we give them some warm materials, blankets, and all of that. So, and we are still looking for more funding. Yeah, because there is so much work to be done. But what do they say? The fields are all white, but the reapers are few. So if we can get more funding, more support of any kind, materials, whatever, that will go a long way to help the children or the less privileged or marginalized populations.
Okay. All right, let me get to Mrs. Young. Talk to us about, the places you've been to in the past week. Because I understand you've gone to so many places, so many schools. Talk to us about your experiences there.
I can pick one Nodo first.
Okay.
It was so exciting and getting there.
And that's because she's from Nodo.
I have to talk about that because I'm from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really appreciate the kids there and the teachers, the way the whole thing was being organized. And we finished from there. Then the one at Itam, that's the one the president was on the chair jumping, engaging the kids, and also, so it was so exciting staying back to look at the kids, the smiles on their faces, and all that. So
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were your experiences like?
For me, I wish we could do more. In some of those schools, I saw some students with their shoes, their uniforms were torn, and I was thinking, maybe next time when we come back, maybe we could be looking at supplying them with school sandals or uniforms for some of those kids. I feel if we have more support, we could do more. There are a lot of needs, in most of the schools that we went to. I think we still have a lot of work to do.
Okay. Okay. All right. Back to the president. Still about your experiences, the schools. How many schools did you visit in the past week?
Yeah, 11 schools in 8 local government areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Kanafon.
Okay. How did you choose the schools? The
Okay.
criteria for
Yes,
choosing the
I
schools?
knew that was coming. Okay, so 11 of us come from 8 local government areas across the state,
Okay.
and that covers the 3 senatorial districts. So what we did, because we do things outside of our community. So but this time around, we said this was a pilot program for us. So we decided, why don't we start within our own communities? So what we did, had a meeting and said, okay, go back to your school where you did your primary education.
Oh.
Go back there, let's pick that school
Okay.
and see how they affect what will happen. And then if it's encouraging, then we'll keep doing that. So personally, I went to Kanafun because I'm from Kanafun.
Okay.
But I didn't school at that. I was in Calabar.
Okay.
But because I'm from that community, so I picked primary school in Habia. So that's how we did pick all the schools where we attended, or some of us in our community where we come from. Yeah. But now we've finished with 8 local government areas. So we are looking at the next 23 local government areas, since Akwa Ibom has 31 local government areas. So we want to duplicate what we've done in our communities in the other 23 local government areas. So we are looking at maybe by July, July, we'll pick another 8 local government areas before the year runs out. Well, it might spill into 2024, but our intention is to cover the whole state.
Okay. And then when you come back, what do you plan on doing?
Actually, this trip, we were supposed to complete our empowerment program, because in 2020, post-COVID, we did that period where there was heat of COVID, October 2020, we came and empowered 154 women.
Okay.
In 8 local government areas.
Okay.
So we wanted on this trip to impact 100 women across the 23 local government areas. That was actually supposed to kick off today, but because of the cash crunch, the cashless system problem now, you can't go to the people and tell them you want to empower them without cash in your hands, and you start transferring. Some won't go through and all of that. So because of that, we paused that. But I'm hoping all of us, we agreed that maybe When we come back, some of us will be back in May, June.
Okay.
Then we can do that part. So we will complete the 23 local government areas with women empowerment. Market women will just empower them, whatever we have, support them, their petty traders, to carry on with their businesses, small scale business.
Okay. All right. In the past, you like she mentioned, you reached out to women, tried to empower them. What impact do you think you made?
I think for the few women that we did touch at that time, we got a testimony from some of them that they were able to use that money to start a business for themselves. You know, like selling petty things, keeping them going. And there's some of them that also use that money for medical services. They didn't have anything to help them, you know, and pay school fees for their kids. So with that, it really spurred us up that yes, this money is going a long way, and they're using it towards a good cause. So.
Okay. For you now, you know, there's how you help someone, and in the course of it, you may be discouraged. Are you in any way discouraged with what you've done so far?
Oh, not at all. Not
Okay.
at all. I'm not discouraged. In my own case, one testimony stands out. There is a woman that we helped during that empowerment program that came back. She follows us wherever we go with a little kid, one of the grandkids. She said that was the money that helped her to get the kid out of the hospital, and she dedicated that kid to us. You know, and it's very, very, very exciting and fulfilling to see this little kid, a very handsome little boy, you know, the smile on his face, you know, and the hope that this little boy has, you know, and believing that we could help more.
Yeah, I remember we had a woman that called on us. She had a video that was sent to us. That was last year, and it was based on that video. She stated that she heard about Kindest Heart Sisters, that they've been coming to help people. Please, can you come and help me? And she was sick with a terminal disease, and so I was in Nigeria. I just touched Uyo that day, and she forwarded the picture to me. So the next day I called her, I talked to her, I went to her house, I took her to teaching hospital, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital. Yeah, we sponsored, paid everything, even though at some point in time she didn't make it because it was very terminal. But we paid the hospital bill, everything, and she had a son. So through our Kindest Heart Sisters, we help with philanthropists coordinating with us, and even Akisa also supported. So we help. Now the boy is in Lutheran High School. So the boy, we have somebody that is going to pay for this boy's education. But it was our effort put together, Kindest Heart Sisters, so that this orphan, because the dad already passed before the mom. So at least with that, the boy is grateful. He made a video sent to us how grateful he is. So at least we're impacting life. Though we would have wished that the mother was alive, but the problem was already too terminal when we heard about it. But we still tried. We didn't look at it as a waste, we tried. But then from there, we reached out to this young son who is comfortable now. But yes, there have been some disappointment for me. Considering this exercise that we just finished, this mission, there were some communities that we went that even the villagers were the ones that were staging problems, that we need to give them something. Even though we provided meal, but our focus was exactly for the kids. And we announced from onset. So we would believe that this community should be appreciative, should be happy. In fact, for the most part, they should even bring us something. Palm oil, whatever, food stuff. Yes, because we don't live here. So we left our families and all our jobs and everything and came out here to do this. And then you're attacking us. So they were fighting, snatching the backpack from the children. So to us, that was very discouraging. But not so not the student, the pupils themselves,
Okay.
but people who are like parents that should, these are things that they should be doing for their wards, but they couldn't. We step up to do this and they're not appreciative. But then because we don't expect any reward from the people, but we still have to go ahead, forge ahead and carry on. We identified some students, adults did snatch the bags from them, so we took note of those communities and the students. Then we'll go back. Before I leave, I'll go back and take some more backpacks to them. So that's only the, or sometime in 2020 when I went to Nserigo, and there was this a set of youth, cross section. They came and said, oh, don't you know we clean this school? Don't you know we take care of this school? So what empowerment have you given to us? And these were things we were giving to widows and elderly women. They were struggling and fighting to get the envelopes that we were giving out. So those kind of things are discouraging, because these are the youth that should be helping the elderly. And of course, I found out they don't even clean the school anyway. They were just looking for ways to get money. So I wish our youth would learn, instead of snatching or taking from others, find a way to give back, to help others. And that boils down to what they say, that you don't ask what the government can do for you, but what can you do to assist government? Because we are all government in our own right standing, you know. So then when I'm asking, what is government doing for me? So what am I doing for me? That's the answer. So that's what I'm telling the youth. What are you doing for yourself? And how are you assisting yourself and your community?
Okay. I mean, despite all of these, you know, what's that passion? What keeps you going? What keeps the group going? You know, what's that thing that doesn't discourage you from the service that you keep doling out?
Yeah, from interacting with my 10 sisters, like I said earlier, we are all givers. So it's something that is inherent in us, because we grew up the foundation that are different parents from different homes, that we learned, that foundation that we learned and incorporated that into our lives. So that's what keep us going and give us the enthusiasm to do more, because there is joy in giving. Even the Bible says, what you do to the least of these people, you do it unto God. So we are Christians. We know someday we'll meet our Father, and so we don't want to be here eating, enjoying when you see others that are less fortunate. So what do? We give them a helping hand. So it's that love, agape love, that gives us a sense of continuation to keep doing more. We even want to do more and more and more and touch more lives. I mean, we all have bills, but we have at one time or the other suspended doing things for our families to help the people back home.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me get back to, you know, where you went to, the schools you visited. Now, for sure, the state government, the policy of the state government vis-a-vis, you know, the free and compulsory education is still ongoing. But like you mentioned, you know, what you observed, you saw children with tattered uniforms, no sandals. What would be your importance of education for every child?
I know some parents, they would want to do that, but they're not able to. I will call on other people, other organizations, the government, to see what they can do to help these children. Give them an equal opportunity, let them try to get themselves out. And don't discourage them, whatever we can do to encourage them. In this trip, I had one of a non-profit organization that supported me in particular. Okay. It's called Gillian Mudor Foundation. She helped in giving scholarship. In my school, she gave about 250,000 Naira worth of award to some of the students, best 50 students in that school. So I'm calling on
secondary school?
No, primary.
Primary
Okay.
school, one of the
Okay.
schools we visited
Okay.
at this trip.
Okay.
And so I'm inviting some of the organizations that I know to do. And in fact, that organization is planning to do a seminar, because I reported back to them that I've seen these kids, some of them don't have uniform. They are planning to do a kind of empowerment, giving them sandals or shoes, to help them out, to encourage these kids to go to school.
Okay. Mrs. McCannum, Mrs. Nyang rather, what about parents who do not value education? What advice would you have for them?
Well, I know we did talk to some of them, as we're going along. We do advise them that education is really good. It's one of the best things that can happen to any child, especially nowadays, what is going on in the world. So we try to encourage them. No matter, we know things are hard, but one way or the other, just try the best you can. Send your child to school, especially the girl child, because we know in those days, or gone are those days that they used to say a girl child cannot go to school, it's a waste of money and all those things, so they rather take to the boy child. But these days, a lot of things are being done by the girls, by the women, so it's just to keep encouraging them and telling them, help them one way or the other. When what they lack, they should let us know. If we can help, we help. Anybody else can also help, and that will go a long way.
Okay, all right. Did you go back to your alma mater? Did you school here? Did you go back to the school?
I did.
Okay. How did it feel? How did it feel?
It was good. They were so happy, and a lot of people were praying.
And you told them you schooled there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, and I got a report back also from my sister and other people that they were so overwhelmed with what we did, and we all got a lot of prayers alongside with that. So it's fulfilling.
Okay. Did you go back to your school?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
actually my school. I actually told them.
Where was that?
St. Athanasius Primary School, Norco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually told them, you could have the same opportunity that I have. I sat in some of those chairs that you're sitting right now, and you could be in my position at some point in time, but you need to study, you need to work hard towards that.
Okay. All right. Let's quickly take a look at, the experience that you've had in the past week. Let's take a look at some of those videos. I saw the children dancing. They were say all work and no play will make Jack a very dull boy.
Yes.
So it's good that you took out time, giving them advice here and there, giving them their parts. You took out time to celebrate with them.
Yes.
That was very, very good. Now, what advice would you have for people who have the capacity, organizations who are not reaching out, through community service? What advice would you love to chip in? And what would you think would be the benefit for them?
Okay, so what I would like to call on all non-profit organizations and even private individuals to give back to their communities. I mean, identify, do a needs assessment, understand what is the need of different communities, even from your community, because you start, charity begins at home. You start from your community and then branch out. Is there a need for clean water supply? Is there a need for electricity? Then reach out and help provide that. So is there a need for students in school that need scholarship? Branch out and help. And if you do that, we are all adding to the system. We are all making sure that everyone is happy, that everyone at least rises above that poverty level. Is it the market woman that needs assistance, funds to, improve economic situation of our family? Yes, do that. You don't just have to stay within the comfort of your home family. Branch out, reach out to others. And if you know any organization that is in need, like us, we are starting. There are some that have been there 30 years, 40 years, doing mighty things. For us, we are starting, so we need help. So you can support, partner with different organizations to help others. And in doing that, you have that inward fulfillment, and you have that sense of satisfaction that, yes, I have done my part. Social responsibility is for everyone. It's like a great commission. We are commissioned to help one another, help different people. So that's my plea, and I hope my Akwa Ibom people all over Nigeria and all over the world that we'll keep doing the good things, because there is joy in giving, and at the end of the day, we stand fulfilled.
Okay, your parting shot.
Well, I know she has said it almost all, so it's just to keep talking to people, encouraging them to come out and help. No matter what you have, what you give out goes a long way. So not just sitting back and say, okay, I don't have money, I can't do this, I can't do that. Everything is not all about money. You can still help in other ways also. So we're encouraging them to please step up and do the needful.
It doesn't have to be much when you're giving. A little help, a little support can help somebody fulfill their goals in life. Whatever we can give, it doesn't have to be so much. Let's give, let's do that, let's support each other, and let's fulfill our dreams and purpose in life.
Let's help one another so that we can all fulfill our dreams in life. I've been talking with members of the Kindest Heart Sisters Inc. that is in California, USA. Once again, in case you just joined us midway, let me reintroduce them. I have the president, Dr. Itamani James, just by my side. I have Mrs. Enobong Inyang and Mrs. Ibrahim Beke Kanem. Thank you all for all the kind work you've been doing for society, and we wish you more grace in your future endeavors. So look out for them. They might be coming to your community for their next service. It could be for widows, it could be for women, it could be for young people, it could be for school children. Whichever the case, hopefully you will be in an advantaged position to benefit from their kind hearts. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you
that,
for having us.
yeah. With that, we've come full cycle on flight AM45 this morning. Thank you so very much for having been part of the flight. Join us next week Saturday for another beautiful edition. My name is Mercy. Good morning.
China's Flight 45 on AKBC Channel 45, Ultimate in Television Broadcasting.